in the RGV Valley. I bring you RobMotive Safari. What we're going to do today, I tried this the other day. We went out, we drove around, we're tracking Tacomas today. Wild Tacomas. Tacomas out roaming around in the city. First of all, we have to stop for traffic. Now, the idea here is to spot as many Tacomas as we can find out in the wild. Now, the goal is to capture one of these elusive wild Tacomas during this RobMotive Safari. Now, how do you capture a wild Tacoma? Well, there's a couple of ways to do it. There's really only one. If you're trying to get one, you pull up behind it. We consider that to be captured. So if you're lucky enough to pull up behind a Toyota Tacoma in the wild, you get a point. I don't know what points mean, but you get one. Now, you get extra bonus points if by chance another wild Tacoma acknowledges your presence. If you get a wave, that gives you 2 points. Now, the bonus, 50 points if somebody actually talks to you while they're in their Tacoma, particularly about your Tacoma or theirs, either one. That's what we're trying to do today. So in a couple minutes, I'm gonna switch you around and let you guys see as we wade through the jungles of the Rio Grande Valley here in South Texas. Anyway, until we get to that point, it's a partly cloudy day here. I don't know if you guys can see. 91 degrees and humid, as it typically is here in South Texas. Now, the wind, we have a bit of a breeze, but some would say that that's refreshing. I say all that does is blow more hot, humid air on you, really. Of course, I'm sitting inside. I've got the air conditioning on, a nice, comfortable 74 degrees, so we're doing okay, as long as we don't have any air conditioning problems, and wouldn't that suck? I pity the people who drive around without air conditioning. You know, if you have a problem, maybe you're waiting to get service, or something broke, I don't know, or maybe you leaked some gas, I don't know. Hey, Hank, what's up, buddy? So, it's a hot day here. I was outside, I did a little mod this morning on the Gladiator, actually. That video is going to be coming up in a while, so if you haven't, check out the other channel. It's RobMotive JT rather. And while we're at it, I have another channel. It's RobMotive Tundra, about particularly or specifically the upcoming Toyota Tundra and the redesigned version, you know. Hopefully, I'm hearing there's going to be a press release soon. We'll see. I don't know if that's just rumor or if it's actually going to happen, but it's supposed to be coming. All right, we're turning into a more populated area where I've heard there are wild Tacomas wandering around. So I'm going to flip the camera around here. Are you taking it off-road? You never know. We have to go where the Tacomas rather are. Let's flip the camera around, let you guys see what I'm seeing as we hunt for the elusive Tacoma. Whoops, that didn't work. Whoops. We're going to get, there we go. Now, you guys can see kind of like a slug bug. Yeah, right. You guys can see what I'm seeing. I know you've got a lot of dash in your view there, but still, I think you're picking up enough of the road. What's up, Rob? Drive safe. I'm driving safe, concentrating on the road. Got the camera in front of me so I can keep my eyes where they need to be. All right, as we're cruising along here, let me give you a little bit better view. I think maybe that's a better view. Now you can see what I'm seeing even better. I've seen a couple of Jeeps out here, although the elusive Tundra, or Tacoma, I don't know why I've got Tundra on my mind. The elusive Tacoma seems to be hiding right now. We're driving around. When are you making a Gladiator 6x6? Never. That's crazy. Unless you're a corporation or you're sponsored by a corporation, that's a ton of money to sink into anything. Okay, we're getting into a pack of cars here, mostly trucks, couple SUVs. I'm looking, there was a Ford, let's see, a work truck. Haven't seen one Tacoma. They must be hiding today. Maybe it's a little too hot outside for the Tacoma. There we have a Ford Explorer trying to inch into our lane. I don't know what that one's doing. There was a Tacoma on the left. Don't know if you saw it. Looks like it was an access cab, I think. SR5. That's the first one that we've seen. No points for us because we didn't get behind it. We do have a motorcycle behind us. I assume he looks hot. Just wiped his brow. It's a hot day out there. We're sitting in traffic, obviously. There is a thick pack of vehicles out today. We're in the lunch rush for what it is here, I suppose, right now. But no Tacomas in sight. I am scanning the environment, looking for Tacomas. I don't see any, even in the side trails there, you know, the side roads. Okay, here we go. We're taking off. Let's see. We have an orange Ram van. That doesn't really count for anything. And then a Rubicon Jeep. Jeeps are out. There's a Gladiator, and it is a Mojave, the elusive Mojave. But we're not here for that. We're here for Tacomas. Okay, we're pulling up to another heavily populated pack of vehicles here. They all seem to be congregating around this red shiny thing. Up, we have that motorcycle that I was talking about. There he is. Oh, that's a trike, actually. I'll be darned. He just passed us, sitting at the light there. All right, I am scanning the horizon, and I can't believe we've only seen one so far. And no points. No points for me because we didn't get behind it and they didn't acknowledge us. All right, now looks like we're going to be able to travel for a little bit here. We'll run across the plains here in the RGV. There's one on the left right there. Don't know if you saw it. A lifted TRD off-road 4x4. He did not acknowledge us either. That's too bad. I think I see... No, I don't. I thought I saw one hiding in the trees up ahead, but it was not the elusive Tacoma. There goes an F-150. Kind of a nuisance herd here in the area. But they have numbers, so you have to watch out for them. Okay, typically I see one or two parked up here on the right at the O'Reilly store, undoubtedly looking for mods for their trucks. I don't see any there today. No Tacomas there today. Must be a light modding day. Proceeding further, I think we need to change our course. I just got word that there's a potential sighting off to the right up ahead, so we're going to head that direction. Oh, there was a white one back there at the restaurant, parked obviously refueling. Let's see, let's get over here. Might have one on the left. Let's see, what is that? Nope, that is another one of those pesky Ford F-150s. All right, we're going to head down this trail here to the right. And remember, everything before it was paved is a trail. There goes the Tundra, kind of the parent of the Tacomas there. It just drove by. It was in lovely cement color. All right, we're waiting for this red beacon here to change colors. That seems to be what releases the herds here in the area. We're going to be turning here in just a moment. I'm going to bring you back over here in front of me. Switch the camera around. There we go. All right, here we go. We're going to head off. I'm going to flip it back around in just a minute. I have word that there is a wild Tacoma sitting in a parking lot. I think we'll probably pull in and take a closer look at it, assuming we don't startle it and it takes off. I'm going to flip you guys back around so you can see some more. Here we go. All right, we just had a constable go across the road, kind of like the game warden in the area here. You know, they pull over some of the wild Tacomas if they get out of control. I just saw one on the left parked in a parking lot. It was cement gray. Wasn't able to make out what version it was. Now, we have the parking lot coming up here on the right. Let's see if there... if the report is true, and it was not. We must have startled it. It must have taken off. It was not there. All right, we're going to head towards, again, a more populated area where hopefully we shall run into more of the elusive Tacoma. Approaching another one of these trail crossings up here, strangely controlled by these red beacons. It seems to me that the local population understands what they mean, and when they change to a green color, kind of matching the fauna in the area, they take off. All right, let's pull up here and head back into a heavier populated area. See if we can spot any wild Tacomas. The population seems to be a little thin today. Maybe because of the heat. It is now 92 degrees outside, so it's not getting any warmer. I'm sorry, any cooler. Let's see, we have a Jeep 4-door, lifted, nice looking Jeep right there, just drove by. Not what we're looking for though, not of the Tacoma variety. Now, looking off to the right here, just past this building, let's see what we've got in there. No Tacomas in there today. Crossing over the rushing river here. There you go. You might notice some trails off to the right. If you have a keen eye, you might see a trail down there. I wish I knew who owned that property, because I would love to run that myself, but I have yet to find out. We have another Ford on the left. Looked like that was an access cab, I think. Okay, getting into a higher populated area here. We're going to see if there are any wild Tacomas. There's one on the left. Look quick. It was white, all white. No stickers or anything on it, so we can't really tell the variety. I'm guessing it's an SR5, but I'm not sure. Proceeding on, looking off to the right, none parked over there. Typically, right up here, there is a Calvary Blue Tundra parked out there during the day, but not today. No Tundras out there today. All right, coming up to another one of these shiny beacons. Looks like it is beaming green. I guess, we have a GMC. It looks like a Sierra. Decided they needed to be in our lane as well. And so they are. Looking off to the right. Nope, there is a 4Runner sitting there. I think that might have been a TRD Pro. All right, here is a crossing where a lot of the wild vehicles intersect. Let's see if we get lucky and are able to spot a Tacoma here. I see a beverage truck. Must be for watering the Tacomas. Couple of trucks, lots of trucks going by here. But I have not seen a Tacoma. There's an old white van. Looks like you can stand up in that. Another F-150. It seems that the area has been overrun by F-150s today. Not quite sure if that's a good thing. Kind of displacing the indigenous population of Tacomas here. We're going to make a turn. Let's switch you back so you don't miss out. Oops, seems like I hit the radio. Hopefully that won't start playing. Okay, take a look on the right. The watering holes, the feeding grounds over there. Just passed by Nissan Frontier. Hardly see any of those here. I think they are becoming extinct. Seems to me the population is somehow stressed. We do have a new Frontier coming out though, that's Frontier. So maybe they'll increase in numbers. There's a Silverado, Sierra, an F-150. There's the Sierra that cut us off back there. And no Tacomas here. All right, let's proceed. Up on the left, I see one. It is a cement color. Look closely, and you shall see it probably right now behind two other trucks. Over on the left, it is silver, or see here, it is a TRD off-road. A TRD off-road with no modifications. Look to be pretty much stock. All right, we have a big old lifted, I think it's an F-150 coming up, and another F-150. Any Tacomas over there to the right? This would be my right. I assume it would be your right as well. There's one right there. It is a gray. He did wave. 5 points for us. We got a wave. I don't know if you guys could see it, but we got a wave. I'm sorry, that's 2 points. We got a wave from another Tacoma. Okay, we have an old Tacoma coming here on the left in white. Look at that. Love to have that truck. I'll be darned. So we did get a wave. That is awesome. Awesome. All right, I think we're going, well, we've got some traffic here. The idea is to take a Ralph up here. We're going to take a Ralph. That would be a right to those that don't know. We're going to explore another area here, which I, again, got another report that there may be some wild Tacomas in this area. First, we have to cross this trail, following a Dodge Journey. Don't see many of those. There's a Ram full-size pulling a boat. 2 boats, actually, the truck and the truck itself. All right, we've got a bit of a lull here in the herd until we get up to the next signal indicator. You're going to get to look at me for a moment. But I got to admit, I am a little... Nope, there's one on the left. Take a look. It is red coming up on the left right there. No, it is Inferno, and it was a Sport. A Sport. Okay, so we had a straggler over here in this area. Now we're going to go up to this intersection of trails up here and see if we can run into a reported herd of Tacomas. We shall see. It is getting cloudier outside. That should make it a little bit cooler, maybe. And that could bring out some more of the wild Tacomas. We shall see. Right now, we're still following a Dodge Journey. Time for a sip of the, I guess, brown nectar. I don't know. The sweet tea. Here we go. Oh, that's good. One of the things that you must have as you're on a safari like this, always good to stay hydrated. All right, we're going to take a turn here. I'm going to switch the camera back around because we should start to approach a more populated area. We're behind a Tacoma feeding truck here. Let's take a look. Right there, full of nutrients for your Tacoma. Undoubtedly, there should be some Tacomas around. Typically, when you see those kind of carriers around, you can be sure that the Tacoma won't be far away. Looking at the watering hole there on the right. Whoa, it's quite a bumpy trail we're on out here. All right, here we go. This is a pretty isolated area right here. It doesn't look like we're gonna see any here unless there are any off to the right. I'm gonna switch the camera angle for you guys. There you go. Give you a better vantage point for when we get into the herds up here. Those other vehicles that are running wild. Now, pay special attention to the right up here. It looks like we have a congregation of vehicles, mostly the car variety. Did not see any trucks there at all. I may have a possible sighting up here on the right at this tan building. Yes, we have a Voodoo Blue. A Voodoo Blue Tacoma. We just went past. Did not have any insignia on the side. I'm going to assume it was an SR5. Now, that's very elusive. You don't see many Voodoo Blue Tacomas around. Up here on the right, we've got some trucks. Looks like a Tundra. Yes, a white Tundra with its hood open, obviously trying to cool down from the heat that we're experiencing right now. Right on the right there is a reshoeing facility. That's where a lot of the wild Tacomas go when they're in need of new shoes. All right, we're going to be on a more populated area here. What's this? Oh, it's a Ford with looks like wheel spacers on it. All right, we're waiting for this colorful beacon here to change, and then I suspect that we are going to run into some Tacomas here. I would be very shocked, frankly. Oh, there's a Voodoo Blue sedan, or at least close. I don't think it was exactly Voodoo Blue, but indeed it was close to the Voodoo Blue that you're seeing on your screen right now. All right, we're still waiting. Looks like a Nissan Frontier in black, so that makes 2 Frontiers that we've seen, which is not typical. There usually aren't many Frontiers out. Oh, we have a white Tacoma spotting up on the right. If you're looking on the right, it may be in your screen now, right behind the moving van. There it is. It is a, looks like an off-road, maybe lightly modified. Couldn't tell for sure if it had a lift. There is another gray Tacoma right across the parking lot at the 76 gas station, just pulled in. So already we're seeing an influx of wild Tacomas out here on the road. I don't know why this lane changing road device, this beaming red light in front of us, is taking so long. Seems like we've been here for days. We're missing out. Oh, there we go. We finally get to cross this trail, or turn on to it, I should say. This is where we want to pay particular attention. Off on the right, we have a gathering spot. This is where a lot of the wild Tacomas congregate. Oh, there is another Voodoo Blue Tacoma. Check that out. Awesome. They've done a little bit of modding to the front of that. Looks like a different bumper, maybe a winch. They have turned our way. It is a sport version. We'll see if they come up to acknowledge us. That would be 2 more points for us if we do. They do seem to be a bit slower than we are. I'm not sure why. But we do have a red light, one of these signaling beacons. Let's see if he pulls up next to us and acknowledges our existence. I will be very curious to see. Here he comes right now. You should see it on your screen here in a minute. There he goes. He did not appear to acknowledge us. Let's see. It is a sport. It could be a pro. Actually, it is a pro. It's a TRD Pro. Wow. Even more rare out here in the wild, right? How often do you see a TRD Pro? I think we're going to have to get behind him. Here we go. There we go. We're behind him. We're going to chase him down. Remember, if you get behind a Tacoma, you score 5 points. We have captured a TRD Pro. How about that? No way did I expect to capture a Tacoma TRD Pro, let alone in Voodoo Blue. Check that out. Oh, looks like he's turning off. Don't know where he's going. Maybe a watering hole. There you go. Went through some water. Had some Predator side steps on there. There you go. So that makes, I think, 8 points for us so far today as we cruise around on this Tacoma Safari. There is a white Sport up on the left. I think it's a Sport. It is a Sport. Up on the left. I'll pull you guys off so you can see it. It's sitting over there at the light. Right over there is a white Sport. Let's go back onto the holder here. We'll see if we get any off to the right. I'm sorry, it was on the left. All right. Oh, I guess I can go here. I'm surprised this car probably honked. We have a Tacoma behind us. It is a black, it looks like. They may have even gotten vocal with me because I didn't turn right on the light. I should have. I admit it, I should have. But I did not. I suppose I should have put a point value in for when you're being hunted by Tacomas, but I did not. There's a Colorado right there. And a sand-colored Tacoma just pulled out in front of us up here. And we have a black one behind us. It seems that the Tacomas are now coming out right there. We're going to call this a behind the Tacoma. It is a TRD off-road. We're going for 5 more points on that one. That gives us a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 13 points, I believe. 13 points. Awesome. Now it's time, actually, for us to head back to the Safari house. I think we've done about as much Tacoma hunting as we can do in one day. It's been a grueling experience. Well, we have a cement-colored Tacoma. There he goes. He did not acknowledge our presence, but nonetheless, you might have been able to see it in the window over there. It was a cement-colored Toyota Tacoma. So we finished off the day well. That's another sighting and a couple of captures. A pretty good day in my book, I think. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, bring you guys with me on the inaugural planned Safari or Tacoma Safari with RobMotive. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've had fun. And we shall see you next time on the web. Have a fantastic day. Bye.